Good morning, everybody. We are here. It's a good morning so far. We got Lonnie first in the chat. Old Rounder Chris, Lonnie, Jason, Old Rounder, Giovanni, Lonnie, Giovanni, the one, Lonnie. All of you guys. So glad to have you in here. Sorry, I had to eat something. I was making a video, and I finished the video at like 12:05, and I'm like, dude, if I don't eat something, I think that might have been my problem yesterday. I didn't eat anything. And I think that's why I started to feel a little sick during the live stream. And then I was just messed up all day. So, I ate some chips and pepperoni. Some tortilla chips and pepperoni. I had to put something in my stomach in the last, 3 minutes. So I just scarfed those down. We should be good to go to the live stream. And then I can actually eat lunch when we are done. And then, of course, get back to making more videos. Because that's what I do all day with my life. Lonnie, when you say camping, man, are you like, you get a nice RV, you get a trailer, we in a tent, what are we doing? Because I got to know how to picture you. Not like you, but like when you say you're camping, dude, you got a backpack, you're literally like out in the wilderness in a tent, nobody knows where you are, you're making a little fire every night to survive, or you hanging out in like an RV, what's going on? Nonetheless, as Lonnie tells us what he's doing, we're going to take a look at the market. AMC, top left-hand side of the screen, sitting up nicely today, man. $2.98, up 6.40%. For some reason, rose all the way to 318, making its way back down right now. Making its way downtown, falling fast, faces. Yeah, you guys get it. GameStop, kind of the same move, but not really. GameStop ripping up a little bit, back down to 28.60 right now. Shiba Inu Coin sitting at break even, 0.69% lower, 1504 points per coin. Bitcoin trying its best, dude. If Bitcoin breaks this level, it is going to be game on. $104,400 per coin right now. It has been attempting this major red line, all-time high. Boom, boom, boom. This is a triple top level of resistance, and it is rolling strong into it today. I am feeling it. It is going to be good. We are going to... Can we break today? I just want to break today. That's all I want to do. You guys get what I'm saying. So stop selling your Bitcoin. Start buying your Bitcoin. Got the NASDAQ sitting 0.20% higher on the day today. AMC 298. GameStop 28.57. Solana 171.74. Just trying as well, but Solana, man, the 200-day moving average, is that what this is? Dang, that's a tough cookie to crack, ain't it? I mean, look at the support and resistance this 200-day moving average has been over the last year. Support, 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 finally broke through. Now resistance. Come on, break the 200-day. You can do it, Sully. You can do it, Sully. I don't know if we can do it or not, man. It's all going to depend on Bitcoin. This whole market is dictated by Bitcoin. It's wild. Dogecoin, 22 cents. SHIB. Well, we skipped SHIB. SHIB 14.96 now. Come back down a little bit. Ethereum sitting at 25.84. Dang it, dude. You know, I started to open my mouth about Bitcoin doing well, and then Bitcoin sells off. The SPY sitting at 592. QQQ 519. Molinado, wow. If you own Molinado, take your profit right now. Take your loss right now. It's up 6%. Next week it'll be down 60%. Sundial sitting at $1.29. Netflix 1191. All-time highs? Yes. Netflix hitting an all-time high today. $1,191. Dang, dude. I wonder if that kid that did a presentation on Netflix back in 2010, $7 a share, told everybody in class to buy it. I wonder if he bought some, and I wonder if he still holds it. He probably bought a share. Probably sold it when it went to 14. Tesla sitting at 348. Tesla on the verge of a breakout as well. Looking pretty good there. 1.62% gain of the day today. Congratulations to Giovanni. Up $100 plus on his per share. Amazon 205. Apple sitting at 210. And Soxol, where's it at? 18.19. Down 1.5% after bouncing off 17.76. We love freedom. $104,188 Bitcoin. We're going to watch it and hopefully watch it break this tiny little... This is it, guys. This line, this is a 5-minute chart, right? We are literally right here. This is all we gotta go. This is the level we gotta break to watch Bitcoin rip to new all-time highs. Get a grip, people. Just send it $1,000. I don't know. We'll watch it, see what happens there. I've been in the woods for a week, tenting it in a canvas. What canvas is wall tent? Interesting. All right, this dude is like literally wilderness man. Caught my personal best brook trout, 5 pounds, 7 ounce. It's been an awesome trip. So I don't know much of a difference between trout and bass. I just know that those are two fish that people typically fish for. I'm going to assume that are you eating these fish while you're camping? Like, are you surviving out there? Or are you just having a good time catching it and releasing it, Lonnie? What's going on? Hi, Clay. I see the Trades is back in AMC. Are you ever going to do live streams with him? I will. That's a good question. I don't typically do live streams with people. I would not be opposed to it. Trey's got a pretty interesting story. And, I will say this, dude. I think that one of the only catalysts I could see that would get me back into AMC is if Adam Aaron was fired. I don't even know if I'd get in if he stepped down. Okay? Because I know AMC could rip up to $30 tomorrow. Don't forget, okay? That's the equivalent of $3 from when we were in it. That's still lower than I ever bought AMC at. I think my average when I first started, after I bought a few shares, was like $8 or something. I forget exactly what it was, but I think my average, like when it started to rip up, was 830s, 840s, somewhere in that area. Maybe the highest I ever bought was $20 as it was ripping. But dude, $20 then is the equivalent of $200 now. Or worse, because you got to factor in shares of Ape as well, and the 1-for-10 split. So I don't even know if I would get in if Adam Aaron stepped down. I think he would have to be fired to get into AMC. So in regards of that, I don't know if I'll ever be buying any AMC. I still own some of my original shares. The vast majority were taken with those cover calls, thankfully, that I had, because they took them at $5 or whatever, and I ended up making a little money because I was able to bring my average down to $4.50. What was it? When the judge originally blocked Ape, AMC began to shoot up. And they took my shares, thankfully, because then she took that back and it tanked down to where it's at now. The equivalent of like 20 cents. Anyway, yeah, Trey's back, man. I don't know if he's live streaming right now or not, but hopefully he's doing good. I have a solar inverter, solar panel, Starlink, hot water made on the fire. My biggest decision is when to go back out fishing. Nice, Lonnie. Now, do you go in a boat, or are you on the side of the lake, the side of a, stream? Brook? No, I don't know what it looks like. I may buy back Bonk on Monday. We will see. Yeah, old rounder. I was thinking about, and this is a tough call, right? I got a lot of Trump official, okay? But I look at Trump official, and Trump has a little bit more of a Shiba Inu coin type of a graph, right? Ripping up and then coming down. I am highly considering. Now, I don't want to do it because I do have a lot. It's very difficult to make decisions like that because I do believe that Trump can go up. But I'm considering taking some USDT and shaving some of my position in Trump and buying some coins like Bonk, WIF, and some other ones to diversify a little bit more into the Solana tokens. Because if you look at WIF, dude, and you look at Bonk, it's a completely different graph, right? Now, I know that Trump has been out nowhere near as long as WIF and Bonk. But, dude, they got higher highs being hit. Trump's only had lower lows being hit. And I know it's very difficult to compare something. It's only been out for 4 or 5 months, so it is a tough decision, and I haven't made one that I want to do with it yet. But if Trump doubles, sold. Sold. If Trump doubles, I am so close to my darn goal that I want to be at. Sold, and I am going to have to sit here and like reposition my portfolio. My clean spark AMC to 100. AMC to 100 is still just AMC to $10. Don't forget that. My clean spark $10 cash secured puts are almost at 10%. Thinking I might use 50% of my profit as my exit, depending on the time remaining. Currently, all contracts are from. Dang, dude. Not bad with clean spark going up today. I put a couple limits on clean spark for the $13 calls for next week. I think I put them at 7 cents actually. So if another order fills on these, I may have some clean spark calls filled on both the $12.50 and the $13 strike. Because my average was $12.39, so. Or $12.32, now I forget. $12.30 something. So, yeah, I put a couple of orders out on, or limits out on $12.50 and $13 calls for next Friday. Go, 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 go. Did it hit? Because that may have hit right here 10 minutes ago. What? Tell my people girl. Yes, I did. Nope. Never hit 7 cents. That's kind of hard to believe. Shooting up to 10, 11 like that. Didn't go up 1 cent. So, alright. I didn't fill yet on that clean spark put, or the clean spark call. So, we shall see if it fills later today. Let's see. Let's all get AMC trending this weekend. Forrest Gump, man. Not going to be easy. I think the SEC is manipulating the market on purpose. Plus, apparently, now farmers are using XRP. Really? I did not know that farmers were using XRP. Clay, I eat them for sure. Always come up here and catch my mom a few trout as well. Mother's Day is simple for me. Dude, I don't know how simple it is to catch a fish, dude. It's not that easy. But very nice. Guys, even if things are being manipulated, there's only so long that they can do that until retail takes over. But don't forget, guys, they manipulate the prices longer term to the upside. Okay? They want to make money too. So even if they're manipulating the prices, the end game is growth. He has risen, says AMC might go crazy again. There are some high building up into the weekend. Oh, maybe some hype building up into the weekend. Trades is back. Another YouTuber's jumping in. I'm glad you never left, Clay. Dude, I'm probably the only dude in the entire world that kept AMC up on his screen for the last freaking 4 years, man. Holy crap. But yeah, dude, look, I am not at this point buying any AMC, right? I want that to be clear. I've never sold those original shares, the ones that they didn't take away when it was called away. Not enough to get rich on, trust me. But yeah, man, we get rid of Adam Aaron, I'll buy AMC. Okay, if we get rid of Adam Aaron, I'll buy AMC. I'm on a remote trout pond with a rough boat launch, 4-wheel drive type of launch, and the road in is a 4-wheel drive kind of road as well. I haven't seen anyone since Sunday. You know, that's funny, man. I can go days without seeing people as well. Except I'm in my house. I see that Crypto.com is promoting SUI. They must have bought a bunch and want to sell it all to retail. SUI campaign. Yeah, I didn't see that, but I don't like Crypto.com anymore. I used to like them. I don't like them anymore, but I do want to continue stacking SUI. So that's one. Tron, SUI, TON is another one. Ethereum, Solana, XRP. I'm okay stacking those coins more than I have. My meme coin portfolio is far in excess of the tokens that I just listed. I would like for a simple doubling of the meme coins that I have, which is not too hard to ask because they could 5x before they get back up to their all-time highs from just 6 months ago. So I've accumulated a lot over the last couple of months. And after that happens, I would love to reposition my portfolio into vast majority layer 1s and even just USDT and USDC. Stable coins, Bitcoin, and layer 1s. Technically, Bitcoin is a layer 1, so I could just say layer 1s. Stable coins, layer 1s for the vast majority. And then just to have fun with meme coins, right? I'm not going to take that away, but it is very hard sometimes when you've got a large position in a meme coin and you see Trump down 12% on the day. That's a lot of money to swing. When you see, I got a lot of Mother as well, and it moves. It's up 7.5% today, but down like 30% from where it was 4 days ago. That is a huge swing, dude. And I get it that layer 1s can swing like that as well. But with meme coins being a little bit more of a speculative play, not really an investment, I don't know. I want to lessen the, not necessarily overall amount invested, but lessen the volatility just a little bit after I reach that goal. I know meme coins will get you there the fastest, so I got to reach that goal, and then we will reposition the portfolio. Everyone said AMC to Puto. Adam Aaron said, psych, it's not even a planet anymore. He did, man. And then he ripped it out from under everybody. Listen, if you get trades to get on the campaign to get Adam Aaron fired, yeah, I'll jump back into AMC. I'll jump back into AMC. Dude, if I was willing to buy it at $8, right? If I was willing to buy it at $8, and I don't know what the threat of dilution is. So either the new guy that takes over has to be normal, or the threat of dilution has to be gone alongside Adam Aaron. That would be nice. But dude, if I was willing to buy AMC at $8, why the heck would I not be willing to buy AMC at 29 cents, where it's at right now? I'll buy it at 29 cents if I was willing to buy it at $8. You just can't have the guy driving it into the ground anymore like a stake holding Lonnie's tent down. My dog just went nuts when your cat meowed. You guys can hear? You guys can hear her? This is how she likes to sit. Check this out. Hold on. I get it. This is a little annoying because she's got my hand here. Look at this. Like, she's just... I can't... Where's this at? She's just sitting right here. Right now. Yeah. Yep. She likes... It's like I gotta hold her. It's like I gotta hold her while she's in here. I did not think you guys could hear her, though. She's just going... Very low. Kind of by the microphone, though. I don't like Crypto.com anymore. Also, yeah, dude, don't remint burn tokens. That's like the worst thing you can do. Genji, you can use Crypto.com, right? You can use them. I just don't like what they did, right? You got Coinbase, you got Crypto.com, you got Case. I like to use KSX, but it's a little bit different. Crypto.com's fine. It's KYC. It should be safe. I just don't like what they did by reminting 70 billion burn, or 7 billion or 7 billion, 70 billion burn tokens. $7 billion, 70 billion tokens is what it was. That's why I don't like them, right? The community didn't want it. They burned those tokens for a reason. And then because Crypto.com is in custody of the majority of Chronos coin, or Crypto.com coin, and they saw that they could give themselves $7 billion, they voted to give themselves $7 billion. So it's not that I think it's like a bad exchange. Their fees might be a little higher. Their spread is kind of high. But it's not that I think it's a bad exchange. I did really like them prior to that decision that they made. But because I prefer holding on the blockchain now. Unless you're like leverage trading, blockchain's easier. And my strategy is not really trading to begin with. You know, I'll stress myself out a little bit and trade on leverage every once in a while on KSX. But my strategy is just to accumulate as much as I possibly can. Now she just moved and she's sitting on my right hand. But yeah, you don't have to use a different exchange if you don't want to use a different exchange. I just don't like them because they reminted burn tokens. And that's kind of like, to me, terrible. Pluto is a planet. Pluto is a planet. DD214. Pluto is a planet. Frank, don't take this the wrong way. Frank's the only space nerd in here that might be able to make a case for Pluto not being a planet, because Frank's the only guy that's probably seen it in real life with his telescope. But even then, I'm not going to listen to him because Pluto is a planet. You're not going to convince me otherwise. Probably got some kid in high school watching the live stream right now. He's in college. No, Pluto's not a planet. They taught me that Pluto is... I don't even know what they're teaching kids Pluto is these days. Let's see. Chenji, you could use crypto, long term. You will find to hold your crypto all over the place. Exchanges should be minimal. Yeah, I have several different wallets in Best Wallet, Trust Wallet, and Phantom. I got one on Soulflare with a tiny amount of Solana. Like, I don't even care about it. If I lose the keys to it, I'm not going to cry. Use Coinbase for the crypto card. I transfer USDC there and hold some of my Solana on Coinbase. Nice, Lonnie. Realistically, do you think we will see SHIB over 4,000 points per coin anytime soon? Gabriel, I think it's possible. Okay? So, realistically, yes, that's a possibility. Now, I don't know if it will be or not, right? I don't want you just to get your hopes up and say, yeah, Clay said it is, so therefore it is. But 4,000 points per coin, okay? My line's 3,500, so know that I will be shaving a lot of my position at 3,500 for Shiba Inu Coin. But that's just my line. 4,000 points per coin on Shiba Inu Coin is, dude, it could be tomorrow. Okay? And I truly believe that it could be tomorrow. You look at Bitcoin right now. Dude, this is the all-time high. The triple top being tested right now. And it is being tested on some sick strength. Right? We've been rallying beautifully over the last, like, what is this, month? Is 5 weeks. Since, like, April 9th. We've been rallying beautifully off $75,000 since April 9th. This is the triple top attempt at 105. Now, we might get rejected again, and then these idiots got to go calm themselves down and take a breath, and we might be back down to 90, 95, and, the attempt starts again in a month or two. I don't know if we're going to get rejected or not. But if Bitcoin breaks this level, okay, this was not a break. This was a daily wick to the upside. on Bitcoin here to 109. If Bitcoin breaks this 105, dude, game over. There's no technical resistance in the way. If it breaks to the upside at the same time that, we are creating a more welcoming environment to crypto, inflation is down, you've got all of these good signs out there, we could see a very nice rally, right? And that Bitcoin dominance will trickle into an altcoin season, and that altcoin season will trickle into greed, and then that greed is going to cause people to buy meme coins. And Shiba Inu Coin being one of the most popular meme coins in the entire world, yes, could be back up to 4,000 points per coin. And I say tomorrow, man. I mean, and it could be, but when SHIB runs, it usually takes a couple days to run. But it is only a couple days, not necessarily a couple weeks. When it runs fast. So let's see these gains. She almost tore my hand off, dude. She grabbed it, she was holding it, licking it, and I knew she might have been getting crazy there. But she didn't. We're still intact. Let's see. Soulflare. I used to stake some of my Solana, a Trust Wallet, MetaMask, etc. You will find you use different wallets for different things. Yeah, dude. Honestly, I don't diversify my wallets as much as I diversify my crypto, but I hold in different wallets. Dude, I'd be ticked if somebody, hacked one of my wallets or stole one, but they're not getting everything. If they do. CLSK cover calls are for $12, but adjusted cost is about $8. It's not bad at all, man. It's not bad at all. My cost is still 12 whatever. If these hit, it'll be about 12.30 as opposed to 12.37 or whatever. Since I sold them for, I didn't sell all of them. I can't say that. Some of my shares would be down, but I expect Bitcoin to break. So that's why I'm not trying to go too far out on my CleanSpark, and honestly, why I'm not trying to go too far. I'm not going all in and selling all of my, not selling cover calls on all of my positions, because I expect Bitcoin to break. And if it does, CleanSpark's going to be back up to $12 the day that it breaks. So I don't mind taking some of the income if it doesn't happen this week. But if it does, ooh, it's going to be a nice little runner. Yeah, I plan to take some profits, 34-ish as well, but we'll keep a good amount for the longer term. Thanks for the info. Yeah, Gabriel, man. And my reasoning for that is, even if we do wick up, even if we do break, just like you, man, I will shave my position, because essentially every time we have tested 3,500 points per coin in the past, it has gotten rejected. The one time we broke in 2021, I will leave some of my position open. But also, guys, I'm telling you, if meme coins essentially double from here, I'm solid. Like I have to reposition my portfolio at that point. I'm kind of hoping that it gets close, that it's like, oh, they're up 80%, and then the next day, Trump says something or something happens, and boom, they're up 100% from there. So it give you a nice little cushion as well. I want that cushion. So that would be ideal. But we'll see. I gotta test that. And SHIB doubling from this level takes you to about that, 3,000 point per coin mark, but 3,500 would be ideal. Whoever said Pluto was a planet? I am about to send you a 4-hour-long video of Neil deGrasse Tyson giving you one example of why you're wrong. You can send that to me. I'm joking. For anyone who takes this as a serious debate, don't know, or care. None of us will ever go there. If it even exists, Chris. If it even exists, man. I don't even trust Frank. Frank's got a telescope. I don't even know if Frank is sending me AI-generated images, or if Frank doesn't even know if his telescope is creating AI-generated images when he points at a certain direction. I'm not going down the conspiracy theory. But, dude, when you try to tell me that we're looking at something, 100 light years away, come on. looking at something 100 light years away. Expect me to believe that crap? Nah, I'll trust Frank all day on his covered calls because I can verify that, but I don't know what kind of computer program his telescope's running there, and what kind of artistic ability his telescope has to create these images, but they are literally incredible, meaning that they are not credible, right? It's just like, how can that be? Unbelievable images. Hey, dude, like, if it is true, which they've probably 99% positive it is true, but there's some stunning stuff out there, isn't there? Like, think about all the stunning stuff that is out there, like on this earth and off this earth. It's absolutely stunning, man. Smokes, dude. We're not gonna get into a creator versus non-creator debate, but there's some stunning stuff out there. You guys would have to be crazy. Let's see. Constant rejection. Gabriel, yes, man. When you reallocate, what areas are you thinking of getting into? Just keeping a lot of stablecoin. Okay? Because when I cross my goal, I would hope never to fall back down through that goal. So, a lot of stablecoin, majority majority layer 1, and then fun amounts of meme coins. Because, dude, I'm sick of, I got a lot of Trump, right? Trump's very volatile right now. Up 10, 15, 20%, back down 10, 15, 20% in a matter of days or hours. And it is a lot to stomach. So, I want to inch that volatility down a little bit. Trump's an interesting one because it's only 4 or 5 months old. So I don't know if because the entire market got hit shortly after its launch, if that's the reason it's been down so far. It could be a nice long-term gainer, right? And I might be on the verge of something incredible holding Trump. But I don't like its graph so far. Huge spike followed by lower highs and lower lows. So I don't necessarily like that. And I don't like the volatility. So I just want to lessen that a little bit. And a fun amount of meme coins, man. You know, what might be fun for you might not be fun for me. So you might have more money than I do. You might have less money. I don't know. But something that I don't have to stomach to... dude, if I'm up 10, 20% on a small position, I don't care. If I'm down 10, 20% on a small position, I don't care. When it's a lot, dude, it sucks. Clay, what's your thoughts, please? If I had $100, would it be best if I bought some Bitcoin or XRP? Debating which would make more in the long run. Dang, dude. Now, that is a tough question, okay? Because I completely get the utility of XRP. And I believe $100 in XRP, clearly XRP's got a smaller market cap. It should have higher potential. If I was going to buy something and never had the intention of touching it again, it would be Bitcoin, okay? Even if it was $100 at this $100,000 mark, right? It would still be Bitcoin. Yes, I would expect XRP may outperform Bitcoin in terms of capital gain percentage over the short and near term. Things that I don't know, like things that are up in the air for me that I can't necessarily justify on XRP. How will it perform when or if Ripple undergoes an IPO? If people can now invest in Ripple as opposed to XRP, will they sell some XRP? Even if they don't, okay, will the money flow? The question is, will the money flow into Ripple as opposed to XRP? And I'm a toss-up on that answer. I don't know what the answer is, okay? I believe that money will flow into Ripple, right? But will it be money that would have otherwise flowed into XRP? So that's a toss-up for me. Because of that, XRP is a little riskier. If I'm buying something and I'm never going to touch it, and I do intend, right, to dedicate a good portion of my new portfolio after I get rid of all these meme coins to Bitcoin, right? Just never touch it, okay? See if Michael Saylor's right one day, and it does. By the time how old am I going to be 20 years from now, in 2045? 55 years old. Holy crap, dude, I'm going to be an old man. Golly. Saying that to all the 55-year-olds in the chat right now. But no, dude, if you get a Bitcoin, right, and Michael Saylor's right, and it's $13 million in 2045, you're going to be glad you had that Bitcoin. Okay? Buy a Bitcoin, and it's still sitting at $100,000, $150,000 in 2045. Okay, you're still glad you got the Bitcoin, man. Come on. You're still glad. It didn't do what you wanted it to do, but you're still glad you got that Bitcoin. So yeah, that's the way that I would look at it, man. Also, DD214, it's $100, right? Especially if we're talking longer term. I don't know anybody in here that would necessarily be upset if the $100 investment didn't pan out, because 22 people in here, you guys probably all make $100 a day. I am guessing, right? But I assume that you guys all make $100 a day. Space is booming the stock, Rodney. Let's check it out. Clay, I'm going to short Solana on the way down and plop that into USDC. Please don't short it on the way down today. Let's hit a peak first. Are you talking about on the way down, like next bear market? Okay, because I am interested in that. I started thinking about that a little bit over the last week. I'm hoping, okay, that this coincides perfectly. Like I'm able to double these meme coins, and I don't like I say double these meme coins, guys. And I really don't think that that's that far off. Okay, you go back to if they hit December prices, they're all up 5x. Okay, so it's not like I'm not even asking for much there. So I do believe that I'll reach that goal. I'll be able to sit on the sidelines for a minute, repurpose, reposition, re-strategize, all of that good stuff. But historically speaking, okay, end of 2025 into 2026 should start a major pullback, right? Now, I don't know how high we get before we see that pullback, and that's the thing. So does Bitcoin go to 200 and the major pullback is 110, 120, right? Does Ethereum get back up to 4, 5, 6,000 and the major pullback is 3,500, right? So these are questions that I don't know the answer to, but I believe the next bear market will not be as bad as the previous bear markets. I do not believe the meme coin prices will drop heavy, all of that stuff. But in terms of institutional buying, in terms of the amount of people invested into these assets, I don't think we see Bitcoin at $15,000 ever again. As a matter of fact, historically speaking, we'll never see Bitcoin at $60,000 again. Just to let you know, based on historical price performance of Bitcoin never falling below an election week low, we'll never see Bitcoin at $60,000 again. So there's a lot of unknowns there. But yeah, man, I do think that it would be a very nice time to reposition my portfolio during 2026. Okay? And I know that might be a lot for people like, oh my God, you're going to be here in 2020? Yeah, dude, I'm going to be here in 2026. Okay? My portfolio might look a little different. Meme coins are going to be for fun instead of extreme goal making and stuff like that. But yeah, dude, I'm going to be here in 2026, and we're going to ride the same stupid rally in 2029 that we're riding in 2025 and 2021. All right? We're going to do it again, and it's going to be it's going to be killer. I don't want to think about being 40 years old, right? Streaming and like, oh yeah, man, we got a $10 million portfolio. We're doing great. I don't want to think about that yet. We'll just worry about May 16th. Let's see. How is it dark matter? If dark matter and matter destroy each other and the universe is filled with matter. Chris, you're confusing dark matter with antimatter. You guys are confusing me with any type of matter, man. Oh, jeez. Thanks, Clay. Ripple was mentioned in an old 90s TV show in living color. Very interesting, dude. I did not know that. DD214, happy birthday, Clay. You're a little early. DD214, we got 10 days left, man. You're a little early. Don't make me older than I am yet. But thank you very much. Just in case for some reason you are not in here in 10 days. You better be in here in 10 days. If that's the case, if it's dark matter, then we should have the Flash. If you get it, you get it. Dang it, I don't get it, man. Is he faster than dark matter? Or is he made of dark matter? Did he touch dark matter? Is that how he became the Flash? Chris, you're going to have to explain it to me. Roblox Gamer, AMC, $10 next week. I'm going to be completely blunt with you. If AMC is $10 next week, sell it before Adam Aaron does. Because I imagine you'll have 1 billion shares shoved down your throat if AMC is at $10 next week. So, be very careful if AMC is $10 next week. I know that we wanted to go higher than that. I obviously want as much gains as possible for you guys. But 48 coming in hot. Dang it, man. Now I need a new icon. Fast! Where's Pika when you need her? In the year 2929. Yeah, maybe we want gains. Yes, we do. Frank! Thank you very much for the super chat. Frank says, I understand Pluto being demoted, but I don't agree with it. Pluto has signs of organic chemistry. Also, there's active processes on Pluto's surface in the form of cryovolcanism. Yep, that's what that word is. Cryovolcanism. Pluto is a planet. Frank's got a better explanation than I do. My explanation was Pluto is a planet because Pluto is a planet. Frank's explanation is Pluto is a planet because Pluto has signs of organic chemistry. There's also active processes of Pluto's surface in the form of cryovolcanism. Pluto is a planet. If you want to sound smart, use Frank's logic. If you want to be right, just use mine. Pluto is a planet because Pluto is a planet. Frank, man, thank you very much for the super chat. And I couldn't agree more, man. Pluto is a planet. J-Bones! 47 months of bro, man. Oh my gosh. Oh, now I just gotta add this on. I gotta get a little icon uploaded to YouTube, and I gotta do it fast, man. Ooh, maybe a little baby girl. Yeah, maybe a little baby girl, bro. That'll be nice. Chip Bro, the OG, man. That guy's long gone, and his seed, his children, populate my backyard. Actually, probably his grandchildren. Oh, man, maybe great-grandchildren. These guys have babies twice a year. Probably his great-grandchildren in my backyard. Maybe baby girl down there on the 48 month. That'd be nice. Machine blows up, spreading dark matter everyone, creating the Flash and all the villains. Taking a guess. Cryovolcanoes? Frozen volcanoes? Something that I can't even imagine, man. I have no idea how... that's some dark matter right there for you. That's some antimatter. That's like the exact opposite. How do you have a frozen volcano? How can lava freeze, man? Stuff's weird, ain't it? I'm telling you. Messes with your mind. Pluto is a Disney character. Rodney, yes, you are correct on that. In my time stream, Pluto is a planet. Pluto is a planet, dude. No denying. Let's see. Yeah, I gotta see the Hakeem Jeffries news. I did not see it, so what is it? Frozen methane. Wanderer knows about it. Frozen methane. Does it explode? Like, does it erupt? Like a typical, like... Dude, all you nerds out there who are like, it's frozen methane, Clay, bro. Don't you know what frozen methane does? No, I don't know what frozen methane does. So, like, I'm sitting here picturing a volcano with blue lava instead of orange lava. Everything else is identical. It's just that lava is really cold compared to our lava being really hot. Erupts in ice crystals. God, dude. That sounds beautiful. I mean, nobody's ever seen this happen, but... Wanderer, even if you're making this stuff up, man. Beautiful. Erupts in ice crystals. Blue lava. Dang, man. Well, I was taught it was a planet, and then it wasn't. Probably another reason for my trust issues. And good, man. You should question everything, except whether or not Pluto is a planet. I guess we don't necessarily need to trust the stuff that doesn't matter. Guys, it is 1 o'clock. It's been a very fun live stream. The price action hasn't really been doing anything, but you guys always keep the conversations awesome. You keep them going. By far, I know we only got 20 dudes in here. 20 dudes and Gen G in here, but nonetheless, literally best live stream on the entire internet. Appreciate every single one of you guys, everything you do, man. I hope we all have a great weekend this weekend, and I don't know if Caesar's in here, but we got a birthday coming up in 10 days, Caesar, so it's going to be good. We'll do some shout-outs. We'll be back a little bit later with videos all day long today. And have a great weekend, guys. Frank, man, see you later. Rodney, enjoy it. DD214, Rodney, Gen G, Wanderer, Rodney, Gen G, Rodrigo, man. Have a great one. Rodney, we got Wanderer, Gen G, Chris, Rodney, J Bones, baby. We got Old Rounder, Frank, Gen G, Rodney, Jason, Rodney, Frank, SD, all of you guys. Chris, DD214, you know what time it is. You want to say it with me? Say it with me. Till the next time, hope to each and every one of you have an awesome day.